It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
Also, we have the Merman, who's wearing green today, supporting them Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
Riders, baby. Great Cup champions.
Rider Pride! For those of you that have no idea what he's talking about, which is probably
football.
all of you, that would be the Canadian Football League, where they play on a field that's like 147,000 yards long, and the end zones are as big as an NFL field. It's crazy. And they put the goalposts right at the goal line so people can maim themselves.
Hey, they're padded.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. And they even got a mention on Monday Night Football last night. So there you go.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or,
Go Riders.
Yeah, go Rider Pride. Or you can dare us to see a terrible movie. And if it played in a cinema anywhere in the world, we will watch it. Now, let's get to raging. Yeah.
We just got 2 more listeners because of that.
Yeah. 2 more people from Saskatchewan.
That's right.
The biggest asshole people. What would the amazing Murman predict? What would the amazing Murman predict? Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the movies? Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes.
Ooh.
He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swimmery, swimmery.
Swimmery, swim.
Swimmery, swimmery.
Swimmery, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage for hearts.
Still better than people from Winnipeg. Just saying. Okay, yeah, movies. That's what we do here. Not football, apparently.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do football.
Sometimes. We and Bryce feel like
Unfortunately.
it. So, officially, 3 movies.
Yes.
There's a 4th one I'm not talking about.
Yes.
The Running Man. Not Running Man, but The
Running Man.
Which is, of course, the reboot, whatever you want to call it, of the Arnold one. Yeah. I know how much you guys love Glenn Powell.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also Coleman Domingo
There was.
and Josh Brolin
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and Michael Cera.
Yes.
So, yeah, maybe a double man. I don't think you would want this.
Yep.
Now you see me, now you don't, which I, again, wanted to see, but didn't have time.
All right.
Yeah, it's magic.
Sorry, you
but-
wanted to see it?
Yes,
Okay.
I wanted to see it. I didn't have time. I bought 1 day off this week.
I'm just surprised that anybody wanted to see it. But
I wanted to see it.
It's number
See,
one
yeah,
at the box
see?
office.
He liked magic. There
I
you
like the
go.
first 2.
How in the hell was this number one at the box
And again, you're not going to mondo something with Mark Ruffalo in it. So,
he was,
so
in it,
he
for
was
like,
in it.
He was in it for like
2 seconds?
maybe
Yeah, but he
7
was like their
seconds.
leader.
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
Not anymore.
All right, then. Is it Eisenberg now?
Who knows?
Double man for that one, too. Possibly a rage, but I'm going to think maybe you got it to a man.
Okay.
Power of positivity.
The power of positive.
Keeper.
Yes.
Which everything I know about it, it's a horror movie, and it's by the same director that directed another movie you guys liked.
A lot of movies that we
Well,
liked.
the last horror movie that I don't know what it was called.
Yep.
Was
it
it-
was that.
Was it called?
I don't remember. You guys know it. I barely remember it. Yeah, Double Mondo.
All right.
There you go.
Wow.
Pretty confident in that one.
You are confident in that
Pretty
one. Wow.
confident.
Huh.
All right. Well, let's talk about The Running Man.
Why? It wasn't number one at the box office.
Yeah, that's surprising, hey? Especially because it had Glenn Powell.
That's right.
Box office.
Box
darling.
office draw.
The new Tom Cruise.
Yeah, maybe.
He's his protege.
Is it?
True fact. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Teaches him everything he needs to know.
put a pin in that because that might be my rage this week.
It might be.
So what can I tell you is this. I love my game shows. Big bucks, no whammies.
Bucks, no whammies.
Yes, give
The
me...
wheel was the best part, by the way.
Give me those motherfucking whammies. The price is always right.
Unless you're Adam Sandler.
Let's make a motherfucking deal.
That's right.
While we're at it. So imagine my horror when for the first 15 minutes of this, I thought, how am I supposed to survive an entire movie starring Rami Malek's competition for the most annoying actor working today? Glenn Powell comes into contact with everyone in this film and somehow gets outacted even by a 6-year-old kid, putting him next to Josh Brolin, Coleman Domingo, and the currently undeniably mesmerizing and undoubted Michael Cera. It's like watching a toddler perform in Juilliard's graduating showcase, except the professors are the other cast members and Powell is the toddler. But after about 30 minutes, I stopped hating almost everything about this, including Powell's performance. He wasn't leaving, and neither was I, so I better get used to him being in the entire movie.
I'm sorry, you stopped hating?
I stopped hating everything.
Okay.
Yeah, everything.
I wish I was in that boat.
I'm not saying there wasn't things I hated. I'm saying I stopped hating everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like...
that must have been nice.
Yeah, you know what? It wasn't bad. I like the new take, not like the campy original, which is a classic Arnie fest. And the silliness was toned down, but Edgar Wright's dry humor still peeked through a little bit, especially once Michael Cera shows up with his on-screen mom, Sandra Dickinson. The best 15 minutes of this entire film is the mother and Cera. This film isn't winning any awards. It's cookie-cutter Hollywood action schlock. And honestly, I expected more from Wright. The story, given we all know the original, isn't surprising or unique in any way. Fans of the book might appreciate how much more...
It's more true to the book than the Arnie one, but it's still not.
Well, hold that form, because supposedly King saw this and he actually liked it.
He approved.
King thinks that Maximum Overdrive is the best adaptation of all of his movies.
Yeah.
So, didn't he direct that one?
Maybe he did direct that.
I think he directed.
He might have directed that one.
Did he really?
I think he directed
so.
one of the
Look it up.
movies.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's definitely 15 minutes too long. A reimagining of an action movie doesn't need extra story arcs. Nobody asked for. I was promised nonstop action. In fact, I don't know how many times I've seen the fucking trailer where it says, this movie is nonstop action. But anyone who's seen Hardcore Henry, Guns Akimbo, or The Killer, and I could list off 20 other films, knows what nonstop action looks like. Wow. And this is definitely not...
That's why I liked it the best.
Nonstop action.
It was nonstop action.
What?
This? No, this wasn't nonstop action.
Oh.
There's a lot of him sitting around.
Well, he had to rest.
In his bed.
Sometimes.
In his bed.
You can't run the whole time.
He was in his bed probably more than he was actioning. Instead, we got a really bad actor making really predictable Glenn Powell faces for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I despise him. I like the concept of this movie. And Michael Cera can save almost anything if he's in a movie for 15 minutes. Enough to bring this to a man.
Oh,
but
God. Michael Cera was terrible.
He was fantastic. But awesome. Wait. Mm-hmm. And by wait, I mean butt, spelled B-U-T-T. We did get Powell's oiled up, half-naked body hanging out a window with his bare ass out.
Yeah.
Does this change anything?
Why would it?
If you're
No, it doesn't.
Fan.
But, of course, I can tell you, I predicted that it was exactly going to happen before it happened, like 10 minutes before. Just like I predicted everything else in this movie. It was only a meh because I liked the story idea, and I loved Michael Cera in this. I don't care what you said.
Michael Cera was god-awful in this.
He was great. He's great in
and
everything.
And he was a victim of circumstance. It wasn't even his fault. But go ahead, Murray.
Let's start with the good. Edgar Wright. Love his films. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End, Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver, Last Night in Soho.
Dang.
If there was anybody deserving
had
of
me
being
until the
put on
last
our
one.
list, it's Edgar. But can he continue his streak with this reboot/remake? As a pure action film, this movie was bananas. As the title would suggest, non-stop running and killing and explosions. I can appreciate that. And there's the cast. Josh Brolin, awesome. Coleman Domingo, awesome. Lee Pace as lead hunter, awesome. William H. Macy in his 5 minutes, awesome. Michael Cera was batshit crazy and awesome. Stealing the show was Sandra Dickinson as his even crazier, insane mother.
She was awesome.
It was freaking hilarious. I don't remember her from anything, but she was in Superman 3 and Supergirl in the 80s. That was enough for me. And Robert Pattinson's Batman. By all Edgar Wrights, this film should have been a Mondo. Unfortunately, he had to cast the world's biggest baked potato, Glenn Powell. His big break was Top Gun Maverick, which made him a lifelong pal of Tom Cruise and a member of his Christmas Cake Club.
He's a Christmas cake
That's
club?
a thing.
Oh.
Everybody, whoever was in a movie with him, he sent them cake every Christmas.
Like, does he make it himself?
Oh, it was like from some bakery. but-
Special cake bakery?
Special, yeah, apparently it's
Christmas
good.
cake
Apparently
bakery?
It's good, but yeah, if you acted with him in a movie, you get a cake.
Is it a Scientologist cake?
I don't know. Maybe it's got drugs
What
in
makes
it.
it?
Who knows?
What makes a Scientologist cake?
Because maybe the Scientologist
Is
made
it
it.
drugs?
Mm.
So naturally, he asked Tom for advice on how to be an action star. Tom's done it all. In fact, this movie felt a lot like Minority Report. Much as I love Mr. Cruise, sometimes his non-stop action and crazy stunts in movies takes away from his acting ability. On this, I'm sure we can all agree. Powell just chews up scenery, throwing out cheesy lines and alternating between his cocky grin and his angry face as he evades capture. So much as I want to give Mr. Wright's latest a Mondo, the best I can offer is a meh. Maybe if Cruise himself would have been the star, or practically anyone else.
Yeah, put Rami Malek in it.
There you go. Russell Crowe.
Now, Russell,
He needs to lose some pounds.
Russell Crowe would have to be on the scooter if he's being running.
This movie was a pile of dog poop. You take a dark story and you turn it into a cartoon, number one.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're trying to turn this into a cartoon. This movie should not be a cartoon.
Well,
I
the
don't
original was a cartoon.
The original movie was a cartoon.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
book is not a cartoon.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know what this obsession with turning this movie into a cartoon is.
Apparently, they can't.
It's ridiculous.
They can't get away
Lots
from
of people
it.
died.
I'm sorry, Michael Cera was just a big popcorn fart in this movie. He did his little Michael Cera shtick, which I often love. But what in the hell are we doing? All of a sudden, this movie that is so ridiculously stupid, we go into this. What is this? All of a sudden, it becomes Home Alone for 10 minutes?
Yes.
That was the dumbest thing
It was awesome.
that I've ever seen in my life. Like, what?
It
on
made
earth?
perfect sense. What are you talking about?
It was
His dad
stupid.
was a victim of
Yeah,
the
I
system,
understand.
so he
I didn't
spent
need
his
the-
whole
I didn't need
life.
the Home Alone shtick.
Ugh,
I
it was
didn't
the
need.
best
I
part
didn't
of
need
it.
the cartoony garbage. Everything in this was stupid. Like
Yes.
and not fun stupid, Jim. I'm okay with fun stupid.
Well.
You know what? I saw a movie also this week called Sisu, Road to Revenge.
We're not talking about that.
All I'm going to say about it is the most ridiculous thing that you'll ever see in your life. And it's so freaking entertaining that you go, that's okay. You can do stupid ridiculous and have it entertaining. Or you can do what Running Man did and do stupid ridiculous and have it absolutely just mind-numbingly awful. Like, there was not one redeem. Glenn Powell was terrible.
He's always
I've
terrible.
never experienced a film where I didn't think Coleman Domingo was fantastic. And guess what? Coleman Domingo wasn't fantastic.
He was
nothing
good.
wasn't. No, but they had nothing to work with. The script was awful. There was nothing in this. Like, how on earth can you defend anything in this movie? There was nothing.
The story is the story. Like, it's not changing any.
The story, no, it's like taking, let's say, I don't know, Schindler's List.
Yes.
And turning it into a glossy colored, turning it into the Barbie movie. That's what they did here.
They took the campy, cheesy 80s film, The Running Man, and they maybe tried to make it a little bit more, although I would agree with you. I don't understand how King liked this, because the actual sentiment of the big bad man is gonna, it should have been more darker.
I'm okay with taking your own take on it, but if you're gonna do it, you got to do it well, and you got to do it. And there is not one attempt at humor in this that made me even giggle. Like, I watched this whole movie completely stone-faced, waiting for something. Anything.
I thought, I
feel sad for you.
Yeah, I do too.
When that fat guy fell off the hamster wheel, I laughed my ass off.
That game show was
that
hilarious.
game show they should have made a movie out of.
Yeah, they should have made that as the movie, the hamster wheel guy.
Yeah, The Running Man is a pile of crap. Do not see this. The reason I'm glad that fans weren't flocking to it. I'm hoping this is a sign of things to come for Glenn Powell, where we put $8 billion into a movie and it tanks. That's what I want for Glenn Powell, so everybody realizes that this guy can't carry a movie. He's not even a bit player. If you're gonna put him in a movie, make sure he's killed off in the first act so I don't have to suffer through the whole movie. This is garbage. I don't know. I can't understand how you guys have found any redeeming qualities in this whatsoever. Not a good movie. Stay away.
I was entertained.
Yeah, I was entertained.
There's nothing entertaining in this. Just stupidity. Rage.
It was man.
Rage.
Here's the thing: is the concept of the game show tied into, like, the concept of this movie is a good idea.
The concept of this movie is a good idea because the book was, a good book. It was an okay book. It was one of like 5 Stephen King novels I probably read. Well, it wasn't even Stephen
Was this the
King.
one that was Richard Bachman?
This was
wasn't
Richard
it?
Bachman, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, Glenn Powell, what are you gonna say?
Rage. Oh, and by the way, in my opinion, Edgar Wright is on his way to Undoubted. For a guy that started his career so unbelievably well, he is just tanking.
He's
now.
turning into Taika Waititi light.
Ugh. I wouldn't say I'm Taika Waititi. I will watch that frickin' soccer Taika Waititi movie
that horrible
on
Taika
loop
Waititi
rather
movie.
than watch 10 minutes of this ever again.
I'd watch the 15 minutes with Michael Cera over that entire movie.
Yes.
Or even 2 minutes.
That's the whole thing.
Movie.
Just when you think this movie couldn't get any more dumb, then the Michael Cera scene comes in.
It's like the best part of the movie.
You're like, oh my
and it
God.
completely made sense.
It made no sense. It
You
was
make
garbage.
no sense. You're garbage.
All of a sudden it turns into frickin'. You know what? If you're gonna do that,
yes,
go all the way. Pay Macaulay Culkin $10 billion. Say, come in and do the Home Alone scene for me.
That would have been
have
pretty
Macaulay
good, actually.
Culkin in that role.
That would have been.
That would have made me smile.
That would
once
have.
at
That would
least.
have. That would have been. You know what? He's Macaulay Culkin's no Michael Cera.
That's true.
If you're gonna do a Home Alone sequence, like an absolute just rip
He
off.
saves
of
it
Home
for
Alone.
commercials.
Yes, there you go, Macaulay Culkin.
He has another new one.
Where are you now, Macaulay Culkin?
Garbage.
Doing another commercial.
This Running Man is such garbage.
You know, Glenn Powell's garbage. Let's all agree on that. Can we all agree on that? Glenn Powell's
I
garbage.
think he was probably the best thing in this.
Now I know you're an idiot.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now you see me.
Which still made it like he was awful, but this movie was just dreck. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, we get it.
Now you see me. Now you don't. Now, unlike Bryce,
From bad to worse.
I like the first 2 films in this franchise.
Did I?
No,
Mostly,
you didn't.
mostly because I love magic
like the
and
first one
fantasy flicks.
Well, it's
And I
all
thought-
fantasy.
And I thought the stories were original and fun. That's why I liked it. And in fact, I rewatched both of them before I went and saw the new one. And the first one, like the Now You See Me crowd, whatever the Horsemen, They're hardly in it. It's all Ruffalo.
It's all the new ones.
It's all Ruffalo. Yeah. Like the first one is basically Ruffalo's movie.
Yeah.
And then the second one is more
Daniel
the Horseman
Radcliffe.
is the and Daniel Radcliffe in the second one shows why Daniel Radcliffe is a fucking movie star. He is brilliant in everything. Anyway, those are the first two.
Uh-huh.
Now, this time, they took the worst parts of the original movie franchise, which, by the way, told us magic was real, and mashed it with the horrible movie Uncharted, then sprinkled in all the worst parts of the last Mission Impossible film. Remember how awful that was? Do you remember how bad the last Mission Impossible was?
I remember how bad they all were, Jim.
Okay, well, the last one was especially bad. Yes.
No worse than the other
They
one.
used these pieces to build this, I want to say, disaster of a film. The dialogue and acting are shocking, especially considering these are some of Hollywood's most talented young and middle-aged actors. They clearly told the cast, please act like you don't care about this franchise, the script, or the fact that the dialogue was written by someone who has no understanding of suspense, intrigue, or surprise. And these people are supposed to be, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, elite magicians, yet not one of them can get out of handcuffs. And in the previous films, they're getting out of handcuffs, they're doing all kinds of sleight of hand. In this, they lock everybody up, and it's just, every single thing just went from one scene to the next where you're just like, how, what? Oh, and I thought they were actually magic. In this movie, they're morons, trapped in a plot so obvious and unnatural. I'm convinced it was created by monkeys at typewriters who listened to an Agatha Christie audiobook while being experimented on in a sub-basement AI lab. The only thing I didn't mind was Rosamund Pike's fake South African accent. This was nothing like the originals, and I mean nothing like the originals. The stories goes from one scene that is obvious or impossible to happen, the way they show it, to another, and one of the chemistries, I guess I would say, is that there was no chemistry by anyone in anything, and how they're able to pull the old cast in and then keep them in this story made no sense whatsoever. We basically have...
They all got a tarot card.
Yeah, there you go. We basically have way too many characters. None are developed or likable at all. The story has none of the intrigue or mystery that the first one did. This was just a bunch of bumbling around the world trying to get outsmarted by everyone they come in contact with them. And then let luck or happenstance, I guess, solve their problems till the end. And then magically, and I say that intentionally, outsmart the people who have been outsmarting them for this whole movie. I absolutely hated this movie. I don't know why they made this. This was the biggest rage for me this week. This was such a horrible film. I hated it, every single moment of it.
Yeah, once again, you've got a movie where, I mean, I'm trying to check my brain at the door at these movies. I really am. But they just get so dumb that I just... If you're going to make it ridiculous, then go all the way ridiculous. Don't make me think like any of this is actually supposed to like have a chance of occurring in the real world. It got down, like, this whole premise of this movie was just... Like, I don't understand why this got made. Like, what? And it looks like there's going to be another one.
What?
From the very beginning of this franchise, the tricks and the illusions were pretty less than convincing, let's say. Like, you're like, no, I'm sorry. This is kind of dumb. But they ramp it up to another level, to the point where it's just exhausting now. It's like, what am I even watching? Why am I watching this? There's nowhere to go from where they've already been. Like,
well, there's no mystery in this. They just go from scene to scene where, like, before there was this kind of mystery that was going on. Like it was like a mystery that was being solved. And there's no mystery. They're just they gotta go fuck around with Rosamund Pike.
Hey, we get the really big reveal at the end though, Jim. So that was worth the trip right there.
Was it?
Yeah, sure was. I don't understand. Why not do simple things? There's a scene where they have to break a pipe. So if you got to break the pipe, don't make the pipe 5 feet around and looks like it's been made like so that it can't possibly be broken by a tank, and you're gonna wrap a belt around it and pull it down.
Yes, of course.
Don't do that.
Sense.
Just make the pipe a little skinny pipe. There's no reason not to make it a little skinny pipe. Water can travel through a little skinny pipe.
Yeah.
Then I believe that you could break it.
That's just one. But that's like one scene out of all of them.
That's one thing, and that's one of the most basic things, though. There are way more huge things that happen that I could go into, but I don't want to wreck every single stupid little thing that happens in this movie for people that actually want to watch this movie, which apparently is a lot of you out there because you made it the #1 movie in North America, which absolutely is mind-boggling to me. I would imagine nobody went to the movies this weekend. It couldn't have done a big number. All I know, it was #1.
Do you know what numbers went out, Murray, for it?
40 million, 50 million, I don't know.
It's just ridiculous. Anyways, I don't even want to talk about this movie. Eisenberg, why?
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. Eisenberg was horrible in this. Every actor in this was horrible. I like Eisenberg. I like Woody Harrelson. They were all horrible.
They weren't horrible. They were in a horrible movie. They were doing what they could with it. It's not like if you would have put somebody different in it, it would have been better, Jim. It's not. It had nothing to do with their acting. It had to do with the tepid dialogue they were given.
The dialogue is the dialogue. These are actors that know how to deliver lines, and there's scenes where
delivered
they're
their
sitting,
lines fine.
they're
Justice
sitting,
Smith was fine again.
It was like
Dave Franco was Dave Franco.
No, they weren't. They were like sitting around the pre-read table, and they weren't even giving any emphasis in anything. I felt like they were just.
How are you gonna invest yourself in this movie, Jim? You're gonna walk onto the set on this movie and give it your all? No, you're gonna you walked onto this set because you're collecting a paycheck. And there's nobody in this movie believed in this movie going in. There's no way that no one was excited to do this movie. They were like, oh, you added another 0 to it. Okay, I'll another 0 to the paycheck. Okay, I'll show up.
I don't even know if the first one's made all that much money. Like how?
The first one was pretty.
Anyways,
was it big?
This was garbage. It's a rage. This weekend is just frickin' killing me.
Okay, so which one did you like?
Remember last weekend when everything was good? What happened to that?
Yeah, what did happen to that?
Can we get into this weekend? It's just
why can't they shuffle the deck differently so that we have a mix
You're really
of
not
films.
gonna like this next weekend coming up then.
Oh,
this is such garbage.
Yeah, you know what? I was really disappointed because I do like this franchise, and it was not good.
No, it was not good
let me down
at
a lot.
all.
All right, well, you know what? Maybe there's something we had to look forward to. Keeper.
You know who directed that, Jim?
Yeah, Oz Perkins. I had to look it up.
Osgood
The guy who did the monkey.
Perkins. Oz Perkins, baby.
Think of.
Ozzy,
Guy who did the monkey,
Ozzy.
the guy who did Long Legs, the guy who did Gretel and Hansel,
Ozzy.
the guy who did the Black Coat's daughter. Oh, what are all those? Oh, they're all Mondos.
Yeah, because guess who it is?
This would be my point.
Yeah, Murray kind of called this. Ladies, I'm speaking specifically to the ladies right now. Here are some survival techniques when dealing with a relatively new suitor. And by new suitor, I mean, your 1-year anniversary. Rule number 1, never, and I mean never, go to a cabin in the woods without your posse. Number 1. Number 2, good advice.
Good advice.
Never eat a secret surprise cake unless your man eats it first. Am I right?
Absolutely. If he gives you a slice of cake
and he's not eating it,
there's a problem.
And number 3, and most importantly, if your suitor is a doctor and tells you he'll be back by 7 p.m. at the latest because he's just waiting on a patient to come out of a coma, run very fast. Here's the thing. People in comas, you never know when they're going to come out of a fucking coma. You just don't.
He figured he'd be back by 7.
Yeah, by 7. He's like, oh, I have an emergency.
At the latest.
I have to run back to the hospital to get my patient who's coming out of a coma.
We went back to the hospital to slap the crap out of him to wake him up.
Exactly. Maybe. And if an old lady shows up with a plastic bag tied to her head,
With bugs buzzing around inside of it.
Or his cousin strolls in wanting to drink scotch while your man's away. Oh no. Now, with these things, you super run. I mean, really, really, really fast. Osgood has this way with a slow burn, always adding just enough delicious, unsettling ingredients to keep you perched on the edge of your seat. He builds characters you either love, you hate, or get fully creeped out by, and Creeper is no exception. Our lead, played by Tatiana Malsconi, is lured out to a cabin in the woods, which, as we've already established, is never a good idea. Nothing good has ever happened in a cabin in the woods. Like, I don't know if there's been a movie that there's a cabin in the woods where things did go right. I'd love to know. Slowly but surely.
I can think of one.
Okay, what?
Great Outdoors, Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but then you did see the movie, right? Because the movie's horrible.
No, bad shit happened. No, the movie isn't horrible.
It is pretty horrible.
Pretty bad.
Bad things
stuff
happen.
happened
Bad
there.
things happen to me.
That wasn't all rosy.
No, but it wasn't this kind of horrible.
Oh, right. Yeah. So people lived, is what you're
People
saying.
lived.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Except for one guy.
Slowly but surely, weird, suspicious things start to pile up. And let's be honest, we all know her boyfriend is up to no good. This isn't exactly a well-hidden twist, by the way. The dude is quietly creepy in all the worst ways, and his cousin is creepy too, but in that extra ass bag kind of creepy way. The whole pile of this is sus, creepy, red flag moments stack up until we reach the grand finale. And like all good Osgood films, we get some truly fucked up creatures, FX, a lovely dose of creeptastic, weird orgasmicness, and a super satisfying ending. The last 30 minutes, even though, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, secret is revealed, like any good Oz film, it doesn't matter. Like, one bit, because you're about to get hit with even more glorious, messed up shit. Once again, Osgood Perkins delivers another Mondo piece of cinematic madness cake, and we wouldn't have it any other way. I love this movie. It's so beautifully shot. It's just, you kind of know what's going to happen. Like, it's not like we haven't seen this subplot before. Mm-hmm. It's just when he's at the helm, you just trust that he knows how to bring suspense, bring the creepy. Like, we've seen demon cracklings and things like this. These creatures are they're fucked up, and especially like the last scene where you get to the finale, which I don't want to spoil. People have to see this. It's so good.
Yeah. Ditto.
Okay,
Yeah, Oz Perkins. This is a little different than what he's done before. It's actually kind of nice that he did the monkey because he showed that he could be funny.
Yeah.
This is not funny at all.
Well, there is a lot of funny bits.
There's some funny bits, but not.
I mean, you and I were laughing when other people weren't laughing.
It's not monkey funny though.
No,
like it's not in your
not.
face. You know, it's a subtle brand of humor that
Yeah.
if you're just watching it blankly, you might not even notice. But there is definitely some humor sprinkled in, as there is with every Osgood Perkins movie. There is some humor sprinkled in, but this is kind of back to that really atmospheric, sort of dread sort of movie that he's made, like kind of like the Black Coat's Daughter, and like where there's that eerie feeling throughout.
It's Hitchcockian almost, right? It's like how Hitchcock will put, and that there's a bomb under the table. Yeah. You know that there's something really bad's going to happen. You just don't know exactly what it's going to be.
And he really is the master of the slow burn. He just, it's just a little bit gets revealed, a little bit gets revealed, a little bit gets revealed. And there's just this constant feeling of increasing dread as you go through the movie. Even though you've got a pretty good idea where it's going, it doesn't matter because the journey is just delicious, just like that cake that he served her.
It's so good.
That tastes like dog poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ate the whole thing. That's but yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't have a whole lot to add because he's just such a master of his craft, and he has made another beautifully haunting, eerie, just delicious movie, and it is absolutely Mondo. Keeper is so good.
Mondo. I don't know if it's like I don't like giving spoilers away, especially for really good horror films. Mm-hmm. But do you think there's reincarnation in this? Like it's kind of like they have a bunch of things. Like this is another one of those movies that you can interpret certain things about it many different ways, and without talking too much about what actually happens in the movie. I almost get the impression that it's reincarnation or something of that supernatural capabilities.
It's definitely supernatural. I don't know that it's that's not what I took from it. Was that I don't think it's reincarnation, but I do think that there's an energy that gets transferred, it's whatever you want to think, it's fine. just let this movie wash over you. It's so good.
Yeah. He looks pretty good for 200, I'll say.
Yes.
And who is he?
Who is who?
Rossif Sutherland?
Yeah.
Kiefer's half brother.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's
been in a bunch of stuff.
He's in a TV show right now with Kristen Crook, who was in Smallville. But yeah, he's Donald's I don't know if he's Donald. Yeah, he's Donald's son, but doesn't have the same mother or something. But yeah, it's just Kiefer's half brother.
I didn't recognize. I think I've seen him, but I was like, where have I seen him?
Yeah, I barely know who he is. I'd look him up. But yeah, he's related to Kiefer.
Yeah,
he's been in a bunch of he's been in let's see, he was in Orphan, First Kill.
Orphan was
he
her
was
thing,
in The Middleman. He was in Possessor. He was in.
So he's a Canadian. He's
Canadian.
He's living in Canada.
He was born in Vancouver.
So is she.
So there you go.
She was brilliant in this.
But yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
She's also She-Hulk.
But yeah, if you're an aficionado of Canadian movies, he's been in a metric ton of them.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right.
There you go.
Well,
much like his
and some big time projects in Yankee Land too, but mostly Canadian.
I'm glad our last day of viewing that we saw together was a successful viewing day.
Yeah. Oh man, I was struggling this week. until I got to Monday night, and then I was like, oh, thank God.
Nice.
Gonna name your favorite Oz Perkins movies?
I don't have one.
Why
that way? I don't remember actually liking any of them. Maybe the monkey was okay because it was really graphic.
You liked Monkey.
The other ones, I don't know. I didn't like the other one. The Nick Cage one, I didn't like at all.
Longlegs?
Yeah, I hated it. So I came across this article about our favorite subject, the death of cinema in North America.
Yes.
We complain a lot about how nobody is going to movies anymore, for good reason. Sometimes, most of the time, we're the only ones there. This is a tragic and alarming problem. The past 3 months, not one of the 25 dramas and comedies that studios have released in North America have become a hit at the box office. Not one. Which is what matters to the Hollywood studios. Some have played to near empty auditoriums. including After the Hunt, starring Julia Roberts, Christie with Sydney Sweeney, and Die My Love with Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. Unfortunately, most experts say it's not a phase, but it's an evolution that can't be reversed.
Yeah, I would agree.
This has been a bad year for Hollywood. This summer, which was full of fantasies and science fiction sequels, was the least attended since 1981, except for the COVID year. Hollywood has historically used $50 million in ticket sales over the whole run as a landmark for, widely seen drama or comedy. By that mark, After the Hunt with Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield is a catastrophe. It cost $70 million to make, and it made $3.3 million.
Ooh, that's a loss.
Over a month in cinemas. Kiss of the Spider-Woman with Jennifer Lopez and Diego Luna.
It was a blink in the cinemas.
Cost $30 million and managed $1.6 million in ticket sales over a whole month. Of course, franchise films are chugging along. Predator Badlands, the 9th installment over the past 38 years, had $40 million last weekend, about 30% better than it was supposed to. It cost $105 million to make.
Oh, so it's made its money back.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's at 140 now.
Horror flicks like Weapons and anime offerings like Infinity Castle, which I've never heard of, have also attracted bigger audiences. Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another, an action movie with elements of comedy, has taken in $70 million after 7 weeks, which I guess is a success. Still, the box office is hurting. Theaters in the United States and Canada collected $445 million in October, the lowest total on record. For comparison, ticket sales in 2019 October were $1 billion.
$1 billion?
For 1 month over the whole North America.
Wow.
There have been bad times before. What's different now is the sheer volume of misfires, like the number of major stars involved. Margot Robbie, Colin Farrell, Dwayne Johnson, Julia Roberts, Channing Tatum, Jennifer Lopez, Austin Butler, Keanu Reeves, Jennifer Lawrence, Robert Pattinson, Emma Stone, Sydney Sweeney, and Russell Crowe have all failed to fill seats in the theaters.
Yeah.
Another big problem is streaming services. During the pandemic, Hollywood mostly ended the practice of giving theaters a window of 90 days to show a movie before it hits streaming. Now it's as little as 17 days.
Yeah, Frankenstein was quick.
Yeah, that's what's definitely killing cinema, is the fact that people know that the maximum you're going to have to wait to see it at home is maybe
week and a half.
It's about 5 weeks. It's a maximum.
Yeah.
Maximum.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you're going to be able, within 2 weeks, you're going to be able to see it. So,
As much finger pointing going on between movie studios and theater owners, it's the audience's fault. People complain about all the superhero sequels and big budget fantasies. What do they do when a bunch of well-done independent dramas arrive? They ignore them. The media reports the box office results, basically killing any film that doesn't clear $100 million on an opening weekend. The word of mouth spreads and the movie tanks. So nobody wants to go see them. Critics raved about Die My Love. It debuted in 8th place last weekend with about 2.8 million in domestic ticket sales.
it's so good.
Mubi, which I've never heard of, a streaming service, paid $24 million for the rights to that movie. And it made 2.4. Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, received mostly positive reviews. It only cleared 21 million in ticket sales. It cost twice that to make. Keanu Reeves headlined the well-reviewed comedy Good Fortune with cost about 30 million. It made about half of that after about a month. The list goes on. Begonia, Smashing Machine. Up next is Chloe Zhao's Hamnet and Marty Supreme, a Christmas drama starring Timothy Chalamet.
I can't wait for Marty Supreme.
What's the answer? Who knows? Maybe if movie theaters drop the price of tickets, stop charging $15 for popcorn and $8 for bottled water,
They got to
they
make their
might
money
just
somewhere.
draw people back to the theater. But it's not costing them $18 per person to watch to show the movie.
They're not they've got a lot of overhead, right?
Yeah, but
So-
they got
They're not making any
they
money.
got all
on,
kinds of money to renovate their lobbies and put other new
they-
crap in there.
they do make people don't realize how little they make on their ticket sales.
Yeah, they make
make it
nothing.
at the
That's why they
concession.
keep jacking it up.
Yeah.
Eventually, we will have no choice but to watch movies on our tiny TV screens and laptops at home. That's all I got.
That's a sad story.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the Murman Minute I'm used to. Getting me all
Sorry.
excited.
Sorry. I was trying to be thoughtful this week.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right. My rage this week, I was going to... I mean, I could rage about Glenn Powell. I could rage about the Now You See Me franchise, which really disappointed me. But I'm actually going to rage, especially after Murray's comment about what's happening in the cinemas. I bought a gift certificate. Well, it was a gift card. And I won't say what the company is because...
One of the two we have.
One of the two majors that we have. And they ran my card, and for whatever reason in the scanning process, it didn't capture the data that was putting on the gift card. But they did charge me the $50. It shows on my Apple Pay that it was actually paid. And the person that was doing it, I know they just were incompetent at what they were doing. Could it have been that the mag strip was not right? Probably. But I think they just started pressing buttons and it cleared the transaction. So they said, oh, it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I'm telling you it did because I can see it out of my bank account. I went online and I can see it on my Apple Pay. So needless to say, they bring a manager over and then I spent 10 minutes buying a gift card, to which I paid twice for, and now it's been a few days later, and yes, in fact, it did clear my bank account. But so now I thought, well, you know what? I'll just call them maybe. But you can't call cinemas anymore. There's no number you can call. Nobody answers the phone. It goes straight.
No more landlines.
It goes straight to it directs you.
Corporate
If you want to
office in
do
Toronto.
this, log in online. If you want to do this, log in online. So now because they made mistakes, have to find a way to get. And this cinema's only open for one movie during the weeks.
Yeah.
So they're only open like for the 7 o'clock
7
showing.
o'clock showing, yeah.
So now I've got to try and finagle my schedule to get back to this cinema so I can get my money back, which I'm going to have to probably find a way to fight with them about and I knew very clearly before I left the cinema that I had paid them
they were wrong.
$50.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thought is that can I afford the extra $50? Yes. Should I maybe just give this to them as their Christmas present?
No.
You now have a $50 tip in your wallet because I need you to survive.
Because it's not them and gets it. It's head office.
Well,
in Toronto.
and also I'm thinking to myself that $50 isn't going to save this cinema. I think this cinema is not going to survive for too much longer.
Yeah.
So my rage is that Murray just reminded me of how sad our lives are going to be when we'd only have 2 cinemas in the whole city, and half of it's filled with anime and the other half's filled with
Superhero
Bollywood.
movies.
Because guess what? Bollywood films people show up for.
They do.
Because
You know what? Maybe it won't be so bad. We'll just start going to Bollywood films.
You know what?
And we'll be exclusively Bollywood.
I kind of
Yeah,
wish we
we do
did
that.
only go see
I know,
Bollywood
you've already
films.
said this in the past.
I won't be doing that.
Yeah, if you were going to see RRR Part 2, Murray, it would be worth it.
I couldn't even survive the first one.
Oh, it was so
I
good.
left
So
after the first
good.
45
It
minutes.
was so
or whatever.
good. That's my rage this week. I don't know what it was. $50?
$50.
Gala.
I don't know. What's my rage this week?
What isn't your rage?
Yeah.
Everything made you rage.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already given my opinions of the garbage movies that I watched this week. I wish I could talk about like the I guess I got to talk about one good one. There's another good one, but I can't talk about it because Murray won't let me.
Because we can't. No. It's not coming out yet.
Well, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to give the review like before it came out, just for a change of pace.
Because
you've already ruined one movie for this week.
Murray's gonna see it, and then we'll be able to all talk about it.
Yeah, you already wrecked one movie this week that I was going to see. Now I'm not going to.
There you go.
How did we do that?
Now
because you crapped all over it, and I was actually looking forward to it.
Okay, well
I won't see it.
My rage this week is that Murray has. Because we crapped on the movie, he's not going to go see it. That makes no sense, Murray. If we crapped on the movie, that means you're probably going to love it. So why is that influencing you in any way? That makes no sense. You're talking gibberish.
Because we're past it now. I didn't get a chance to see it, and that was my own fault, I guess. But yeah, now
he's going to have to wait till it comes on.
Now it's gone.
TV.
Yeah, it'll be on TV in 2
edited
weeks.
TV stuff.
And the count. My other rage is that the countdown's on. By this time next week, I'll have seen Wicked.
That's right.
For good. And if this isn't the end of this, if this ends up being a 3-parter,
no,
I quit. I quit the podcast if this is a 3-parter.
It's not the podcast you'll quit. We'll be talking about football.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
You know what the third one is?
We'll transition
it's called
to
The
music.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
which they will probably remake.
They'll redo The Wizard of Oz.
We'll just transition to whatever. It'll be Film Rage, We Talk, whatever.
Football this week.
Football.
You bet.
Anyways, Wicked.
Yeah,
Ugh.
for good.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
All right, so we do have some lists to clean up because...
Do we?
Yeah, my beliefs, I'm just double checking it, but one of our movies that Bryce gave a rage to had the fantastic Michael Cera in it.
It did.
You go.
And he was actually Undoubted.
Not anymore.
So apparently Michael Cera is no longer Undoubted.
Yeah, well, you live
we all had to agree
you
on
live
that.
with the choices you make.
Yep. So the thing that I made the agenda before we saw the movies.
Yeah.
So that's why I also listed on there. What do we do with Edgar Wright? But apparently it doesn't matter. There's nothing he could possibly be at that he's not on any list now.
Oh, you thought Edgar Wright could be Undoubted?
Well, if
Are you high?
Well, I just had to double check. We don't know.
I think he is.
What are you talking about?
What if this was a Mondo? He'd be Undoubted.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes.
What was his last movie? It was a Rage 2.
No, the one before Last Night in Soho was a Mondo.
Okay, did I not rage Last Night in Soho?
No,
I didn't.
You gave it a meh, same as I did.
Okay, if I gave it a meh, I must have med the one before that.
No, I don't know if you did. That's what I'm saying.
You did
That's why but anyway, we don't have to talk
He's
about
fallen off a cliff. I mean, he just
whatever.
makes garbage now. What are you talking about?
So the movie he made before Last Night in Soho was the Sparks Brothers,
There you go.
well, that
which was a Mondo.
There you go.
That's why I said we need to talk about him, depending on what happened.
Okay, fine.
Now we know we don't need to talk about
No,
him.
we don't. Because this
Whatever.
was garbage, and it's the first.
Not going to change my opinion.
That's right.
I still love him.
Yeah, we'll still see his movies.
His movie was awesome. Just Glenn Powell sucked.
Yeah, I'm going to see his movies too. I'm sure not looking forward to them anymore, though.
You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know him.
There has not been one director who has not made a bad movie. Everyone's made a bad movie.
Oz Perkins.
Oz Perkins.
According to you.
David Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg.
According to you.
I don't know. Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah. Chan-wook Park.
Chan-wook Park.
There's so many. We could literally list 100 directors.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
George Romero never made a bad movie.
I don't know about that either.
So
Anyway,
we have nothing else on the list?
The point is, nobody's perfect.
Except for the ones we
List.
mentioned.
Yes.
They are not.
Just go to our Undoubted list, and
Yeah.
you'll see all the directors that have pretty much not made a bad
Until
movie.
I update it, take Michael Cera off of it.
Well, no, we're talking directors.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
if you
Michael Cera gone. So gone. I didn't need to see Michael Cera doing a Macaulay and Culkin impression.
I did. That was satisfying.
That was so not satisfying.
Anyway, he knows the rules. We have to be in agreement.
Yep. You gone.
He gone.
But we're not in agreement.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
We have
That's
to be
why
in
he's
it.
gone.
That's why he's gone.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean just keep him on there?
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
exactly.
Your lists are stupid anyway.
If we didn't have to be in agreement, guess who would be Undoubted?
Yeah.
Mr. Ben Affleck,
Yeah,
the
that
finest actor of mine or anybody else's
That
generation.
ain't never
Okay, on
happening.
that note.
Last time on Rage or Dare, Jim pulled the 1993 sports comedy adventure rollerblade. Last time on Rage or Dare, Jim pulled the 1993 sports comedy adventure rollerblading fever dream known as Airborne. Yes, the one featuring an early Jack Black sighting. That's right, folks. Before School of Rock, he was School of Roll. This week, it's both our little Rageykins' turn to rage or dare, or maybe, wink, wink, Casey. It has been so very long since I've been able to provide a rage fix. I've almost forgotten what it feels like. Sort of like when you sit on your leg too long and it goes numb. Or, perhaps finally, if the universe truly hates them, maybe our favorite listener, David's Dare, finally hits their screens. We're all hoping that Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle, is still playing in theaters, because after all, David did pay them already. Now, let's check in with Jim, who we are all about to find out if Jack Black and Seth Green can bring enough laughs to rescue this rollerblading relic from the pit of 90s despair. Or will Bryce once again strike our super raging right in his cinematic kryptonite, the dreaded sports comedy 1-2 punch? Tee-hee, tee-hee.
Oh man, I missed Casey. Oh, we can't let him go that long without seeing him. All right, so someone call the police because Stuart Copeland did the music for this. Not gonna lie, Murray. So here's the premise: this surfer/skater dude from Cali. Yes, I'm hip to the lingo.
Yeah.
Is in high
shizzle.
school and can't go to Australia with his parents for 6 months because he'll miss too much school. I'm like, what? Solution, take him out of school and then send him to Cincinnati.
Off
Wait.
to Cincinnati.
Do they not have
The
schools in
hippest town in America.
Do they not have schools in Australia? Apparently, no.
Yeah, but they speak Australian in those schools.
They have surfing school.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. Of course they do.
Not everybody speaks Australian, Jim.
Australians do.
You know who does have the best accent for Australian? Russell Crowe.
That's right.
All right. But Cincinnati, absolutely. And I'm sure the curriculum is identical to what you'd get in California. Anyway, I survived the premise, I guess, because, you know, he brought his surfboard with him to Cincinnati. Now, I don't know the layout of Cincinnati, but I'm pretty sure there's not an ocean.
No, I don't believe
Near
there is.
Cincinnati.
There's a river.
When he arrives, Seth Green and the always funny Edie McClung,
McClurg.
sorry, not Clong,
That's Nellie McClung.
that's Nellie McClung, thank you, are there to meet him at the airport. Oh, and the dad, whoever he was, I have no clue. And now we're in a fish out of water
Literally.
Cali boy in Ohio story.
Oh, that sounds really good.
And Seth
We
Green.
even meet the very young Jack Black as kind of a bully. What?
Shocker.
Jack Black as a bully? Can anybody even picture that?
Never would have mentioned that.
No.
Only every movie he's ever done.
He's never been a bully ever.
whatever.
And he's too funny to be a bully. Then the daydream sequences begin. One guy begins about throwing surfer dude out of a window. Some girl dreams that he's half naked. And I'm just sitting there wondering, what is happening right now? Because it was just like out of the middle of nowhere. All of a sudden, there's a couple of fever dreams back to back. No reason. Some students look older than the teachers. The kids are all into, and I'm putting hockey, by which I mean 6 players and 0 bench. So they force Seth Green to play.
They must be in good shape.
I don't think Ohio has a hockey team.
What are you talking about? Oh, not an NHL
That's what I
team.
mean.
They play a lot of hockey.
They play a lot of hockey. It's pretty north. So why they put Seth Green in there,
Why don't
nobody
they have
knows.
a hockey team?
I don't know.
There's enough that they thinks they would.
Weird.
Then they pull him and put Surfer Dude in. He immediately scores on his own net and gets thumped by his teammates. And I'm still sitting there thinking, what is actually happening right now? I didn't understand any of it. But you know what? It was funny because I was almost having flashbacks of Toe Pick as I was watching this. And I think there's some kind of relation between those two movies. I'm not saying there is. But then the guys start bullying him, again, for no reason. At this point, where the film is clearly going swimmingly, obviously, I had to pause and reassess my life choices. Because I was at this point actually pulling my hair out from all this awful acting, the terrible story concept, and everything else you can cram into this movie. Yes, even you, Stuart Copeland, even the music in this was horrible. The lead actor, and I'm putting actor in very heavy quotes, I'm using that term in its loosest, most charitable way possible, is completely unwatchable and abysmal. Then he falls in love with a girl, and shockingly, everything gets worse. Yes, I too was surprised it could get worse, but it did. Then we hit the rollerblading. Exactly the level of stupid you'd expect, especially the, and I'm putting this in heavy scenes, stunt scenes, where they pretend he's doing his own tricks while cutting to his stunt skater every time his face disappears and then reappears, probably 9 times, which is great because that means that the daydreams probably are going to return, which of course they do.
Nice.
Man, did I ever miss those daydreams.
Yes.
They were so good because there was like 2 of them right back to back, and I thought this movie's going to be all daydreams, and then they went away for a while, but then they were right back at it as soon as they started rollerblading. And then for some reason we get a full scene of every young high school boy showering, and I'm like, am I supposed to be excited about this? It's a little awkward. But is it awkward if I actually enjoyed it?
It's awkward for me right now.
Okay, just checking. Because right after Seth Green's shower scene, we get a fashion show montage of him trying on outfits. New territory for this genre, honestly. I'm like, what? Isn't this usually what they have young girls doing?
Yeah.
Nope. This Seth Green got to do a montage of his outfits.
This movie's revolutionary.
It's revolutionary. So up until this point, I was like, this movie's probably one of the worst movies we have. But because it spun this all on its head, I'm like, you know what? This is just getting good. Usually.
Yes.
No, wait. It didn't matter. It's just another horrible, horrible movie. My God, this was so much worse than I expected. Also, why does this movie keep switching between winter and not winter? They play hockey, and then they go play rollerblade hockey. Pick a season, will you, movie? And it all culminates in a death race down a hill, which I don't know where this was filmed, but I didn't know Cincinnati had a hill that looked like it was in California / San Francisco. It's like this, and when I say this, I mean this. No joke at all. It lasted almost half of the movie. They're skating down this hill, Murray, for almost half of the movie. It lasted like, if it was 30 minutes, it had to have lasted 30 minutes.
Got to leave them with that big action sequence.
And then it all ends immediately.
Yeah.
No wrap up, no resolution.
Don't need it.
Just ended. So
thank God for that.
I was like, I had to kind of replay it. I was like, did I fall asleep and then wake up? No, I didn't. It was like the movie just ended. This got to the end of the skate, and then it was just like credits start rolling, and I'm like, what?
That's how you do it.
And because of the ending, it actually changed my rating.
Leave
I
them
was going to
wanting
give
more.
this a heavy rage, but when it ended like that, I was like, this is like the best ending that I've ever seen in this kind of movie. And then I started thinking, you know what? I did kind of like the montages. And then you know
Montages,
what?
yeah.
The dream sequences, also pretty good. And then
you
I
go.
thought, you know what? Who's got the balls to put 30 minutes of skating down a hill into one movie?
More
Originally, I thought this was-
revolutionary stuff.
Originally, I thought this was going to be a rage, but actually,
Innovation.
I had so much fun watching this original movie.
Yes.
It was still rage.
No.
I hated this movie. I can't even believe this was made. It was so horrible.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, man, my bag is just chocked full of goodness.
Oh my god, Murray. This.
It took him a year and a half to put it together.
Yeah, it did
Hey.
take him a year and a half to put it together.
I'm telling you, it's good.
All right.
It's
Well,
good.
next week we're not going to pull because next week we're going to see. I'm sorry. What is it? Demon Slayer.
Demon Pop Hunter? I don't know.
Yamacho. Infinity
Kacho, I don't
Castle
know.
by our favorite listener David. So we will see it. We will see it. I can guarantee it.
All right.
If you can find it.
Oh, we'll find it. I have a way. I think we can get one of the cinemas that we know really well to give us a private screening.
You
So
think so?
Oh,
Yep.
let's do it.
Just talk to
we
them.
know enough of them.
We
so. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer. And we're so glad you're back, buddy, for the voice of Rager Dare and our God of Rage. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always going to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 make us a rage. That's it for this week. Stuart Copeland, rage on.
Rage on.